Hello, this is Got Fish, and today I'm going to be talking about two different things. The first one is going to be answering a requested video, which is how to do water changes when you only have cold water and your hot water heater doesn't work. And then the second is going to be talking about this controversial 20-gallon tank. So first off, let's go ahead and answer the question, how do I do water changes when I only have cold water? So this typically happens in the winter if your hot water heater doesn't work or your pipes are super cold, so you won't have hot water to do water changes on your fish tanks. This will be especially important when you have tropical aquariums. So my recommendation is, since you typically do water changes once a week, it's typically 25 to 50%, I would do just a portion of that total amount throughout the week. So I'd probably do 3 water changes a week instead of 2, just for the duration that you don't have hot water. This will make it so when you put new water in the tank, the water that you're taking out and putting in is going to be less than what it would typically be, so the water temperature will not change as much, and so the fish will be able to adjust to that slight temperature change, and you'll just be doing it multiple times, which means you'll have more warm water in the tank being heated by the heater previously to putting in the cold water. So I hope that makes sense. Just do smaller portions, smaller water changes throughout the week instead of a large water change, so that the temperature in the tank does not change as much. And then the second question, or second thing I'm going to go ahead and talk about, is my 20-gallon tank. I actually had another fish added to this tank. This is kind of my miscellaneous tank right now. This is the permanent home of my goldfish, Spartan, and then previously in here was also rasbora. This is Raz. And then also in here just added is zebra danio. This zebra danio was added because the tank that he was in, the rest of his school got attacked and killed. So he was the only one surviving, so he's better off in this tank where he's not going to get attacked than in the tank he was in previously. So he's actually doing pretty good in here. He's not hiding, he's not doing anything. He's actually doing pretty well as an individual schooling fish, just like Raz is, the rasbora. So they're doing just fine. I know that they definitely should have friends of their own species, but in this circumstance, I'm not looking to keep on keeping rasboras and zebra danios at this point in time, so I'm not going to keep on buying schools for them. I'm just going to give them the best life I can in what tanks I have. And like I said, they're not hiding or showing any signs of sickness or anything. So, in my understanding, they're doing just fine as individual schooling fish. Raz has actually been perked up a little bit more now that he has a zebra danio friend in there. They chase each other a little bit, even though the zebra danio is a little bit more active than the rasbora, but they still are buddies. Then the goldfish is in here. I've been thinking about adding either another goldfish to this tank or some loaches. And yes, I know that will technically be making this an overstocked 20-gallon tank, but I've had fish for over 7 years now, and so I kind of figured out how to read their body language, so to say, to see if they're sick or if there's high ammonia in the tank, whatever. I've dealt with all of that in the past, so I know that I can read the fish and test the water when I need to see if there would be anything wrong with the tank water, because there's more fish in it, ammonia might spike and everything, but I'll also be doing more water changes and everything to keep the fish happy and healthy. If you saw my last video on this tank, it looked a little bit different. I did reorganize this tank, so I pushed up the driftwood on the side of the tank and then also stacked the rocks in a corner and put that plant over there as well, so that there's a lot more swimming space for the goldfish. Because the goldfish is a large-bodied fish and has long fins, he has a little bit more time, difficult time swimming around objects, and so in this setup, so you can tell he has a lot more swimming room under and over the plant. He still has places to explore and everything. He can still dig through all of the sand down there to find food that's fallen. So he's been rusting a lot less than he was when there was more rocks and sticks and everything to swim around. So he's doing a lot better, but I also might want to get him a friend too, because goldfish are social creatures, and so getting him another goldfish friend would be good. So let me know what you think in the comments. I know that this is still going to be a controversial tank, but I'm doing the best that I can for these fish right now. But I would love to hear you guys' opinions. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and let me know the videos you like to see. And I will go ahead and answer whatever questions you have. So, bye.